Have you ever felt that unmistakable knot in your stomach, that racing heart, the thoughts spiraling out of control, making it hard to breathe, hard to think? Maybe it's that gnawing worry about the future, or the sudden surge of panic in a crowded room. If you've experienced any of this, you are not alone. Millions of people worldwide navigate the turbulent waters of anxiety every single day. It's a fundamental human emotion, a natural response to perceived threats, designed to keep us safe. But for many, this internal alarm system can become overactive, sounding off even when no real danger is present. The good news is, understanding what's happening inside your head is the first powerful step towards regaining control. This isn't just about managing symptoms, it's about empowering yourself with knowledge. In this video, we're going to pull back the curtain and explore the fascinating, complex world of your brain when anxiety strikes. We'll uncover the specific brain regions and chemical messengers involved in this intricate dance, and more importantly, we'll equip you with practical, science-backed strategies to soothe that agitated mind, fostering a deeper sense of calm and resilience. Stick with us, because what you learn today could genuinely transform your relationship with anxiety and improve your overall mental well-being. So, what exactly is happening behind the scenes when anxiety takes hold? Your brain, a truly magnificent and intricate organ, is constantly processing information, assessing your environment for safety, and preparing you to respond. When it perceives a threat, whether real or imagined, a cascade of events is triggered, designed for one primary purpose: survival. At the heart of this response is a tiny, almond-shaped structure deep within your brain called the amygdala. Think of the amygdala as your brain's ancient alarm system, the immediate responder to danger. It's highly sensitive and incredibly fast. When the amygdala detects something potentially threatening, maybe a sudden loud noise, a stressful email, or even just a worrisome thought, it bypasses the slower, more rational parts of your brain and immediately signals for a fight, flight, or freeze response. It floods your system with stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, preparing your body for immediate action. In moments of genuine danger, this is invaluable. But in anxiety, this alarm can misfire, leading to that overwhelming sense of dread even when you're perfectly safe. While the amygdala is busy sounding the alarm, another crucial brain region, the prefrontal cortex, struggles to maintain order. The prefrontal cortex, located right behind your forehead, is your brain's executive control center. It's responsible for logical thinking, decision-making, problem-solving, impulse control, and emotional regulation. In a calm state, it helps you put things into perspective, weigh options, and respond thoughtfully. However, when anxiety kicks in, the overactive amygdala can actually suppress activity in the prefrontal cortex. This is why it feels so difficult to think clearly, to make rational decisions, or to calm yourself down when you're deeply anxious. Your rational brain is essentially being temporarily sidelined by your primal survival instincts. Then there's the hippocampus, another vital player, deeply involved in memory formation and context. It helps you distinguish between past experiences and current reality. In healthy functioning, the hippocampus would help you remember that the last time you felt this way, everything turned out fine, providing a sense of reassurance. However, chronic anxiety can actually impair the hippocampus's function, making it harder to retrieve those calming memories and to contextualize your current situation. This can contribute to a feeling of being stuck in a cycle of worry, where every new perceived threat feels just as overwhelming as the last, regardless of actual risk. The brain's response to anxiety isn't just about structures. It's also about a complex interplay of chemical messengers known as neurotransmitters. These tiny chemicals transmit signals between brain cells, influencing everything from your mood to your sleep to your ability to focus. One of the most important neurotransmitters in calming your brain is GABA, or gamma-aminobutyric acid. GABA is an inhibitory neurotransmitter, meaning it slows down brain activity. It's essentially your brain's natural tranquilizer. When GABA levels are balanced, you feel calm, focused, and relaxed. In anxiety, there's often a reduction in GABA's effectiveness, leading to an overactive nervous system and that persistent feeling of agitation. Medications like benzodiazepines work by enhancing GABA's effects, but there are also natural ways to boost its activity, which we'll discuss shortly. Then there's serotonin, often associated with mood, happiness, and well-being. Imbalances in serotonin levels are frequently linked to anxiety and depression. Serotonin helps regulate sleep, appetite, and emotional processing. When serotonin pathways are disrupted, it can contribute to heightened worry, irritability, and a general sense of unease. Many antidepressant medications, known as SSRIs, work by increasing the availability of serotonin in the brain to help stabilize mood and reduce anxiety. And of course, the big players in the immediate stress response, norepinephrine and adrenaline, also known as epinephrine. These are part of the sympathetic nervous system, responsible for your fight or flight response. When your amygdala signals danger, your adrenal glands pump these hormones into your bloodstream. This is what causes your heart to pound, your breathing to quicken, your muscles to tense, and your senses to heighten. While useful for escaping a bear, this constant flood in a non-threatening situation can lead to exhaustion, irritability, and chronic physical symptoms of anxiety. Finally, cortisol, often called the stress hormone. While essential in short bursts to help you respond to acute stress, chronically elevated cortisol levels, common in persistent anxiety, can have detrimental effects on your brain and body. It can impair memory, disrupt sleep, suppress your immune system, and even contribute to structural changes in the brain over time, particularly in the hippocampus. Understanding this chemical dance helps us appreciate why anxiety feels so pervasive and why managing it requires a holistic approach. This internal turmoil in your brain doesn't stay confined to your head. It manifests throughout your entire body, creating a symphony of physical sensations that can be just as distressing as the mental ones. Your heart rate typically accelerates. Your blood pressure might rise as your body prepares for intense physical exertion. Your breathing becomes shallow and rapid, often leading to hyperventilation, which can make you feel lightheaded, dizzy, and even more panicked. Your muscles tense up, ready to spring into action, leading to aches, stiffness, and sometimes even tremors. This sustained muscle tension can contribute to chronic headaches, neck pain, and back pain. Your digestive system is also affected. When your body is in fight or flight mode, non-essential functions like digestion are slowed down or temporarily halted. This can lead to a range of gastrointestinal issues such as nausea, stomach cramps, diarrhea, or constipation. This is your body diverting energy to critical survival functions.
Beyond these immediate physical reactions, chronic anxiety can significantly impact your overall well-being. It can severely disrupt your sleep patterns, making it difficult to fall asleep, stay asleep, or achieve restorative deep sleep. This sleep deprivation, in turn, exacerbates anxiety, creating a vicious cycle. Your concentration and focus can plummet, making it challenging to perform at work or school or even to enjoy simple activities. Decision-making becomes arduous as your prefrontal cortex is compromised, leading to indecision and heightened self-doubt. The constant state of heightened alert drains your energy, leaving you feeling perpetually exhausted. This leads us to what's often called the anxiety loop. It's a self-perpetuating cycle where anxious thoughts lead to physical sensations, which then feed back into more anxious thoughts, creating a powerful, overwhelming feedback loop. For example, you have a worried thought about something going wrong. This triggers a physical response. Your heart races. You notice your heart racing, and your brain interprets this as further evidence that something is wrong, intensifying the initial worry. Breaking this loop is key to managing anxiety effectively. Now that we understand the intricate mechanisms of anxiety within your brain and body, the crucial question remains: how do we calm it?
The good news is, you possess an incredible capacity to influence these processes and regain a sense of peace. Here are powerful, evidence-based strategies that can help you soothe your agitated mind and interrupt the anxiety loop. 1. Harness the power of your breath, diaphragmatic breathing. Your breath is an immediate, powerful tool. When you're anxious, your breathing becomes shallow and fast. Deep diaphragmatic breathing, belly breathing, signals to your brain that you are safe. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest system, which counteracts the fight-or-flight response. To practice, place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4, feeling your belly rise. Hold for a count of 4. Exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6 or 8, feeling your belly fall, emptying your lungs completely. Repeat this for several minutes. Just a few minutes of this can significantly lower your heart rate, reduce muscle tension, and tell your amygdala it's okay to stand down. Make this a daily practice, not just a crisis intervention. 2. Grounding techniques. Anchor yourself in the present. When anxiety sends your thoughts spiraling into the past or future, grounding techniques bring you back to the here and now, interrupting the cycle. A popular method is the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. 5 things you can see. Look around and name 5 objects. 4 things you can feel. Notice 4 things you can touch or feel, e.g. the texture of your clothes, the chair beneath you, the temperature of the air. 3 things you can hear. Identify 3 sounds. 2 things you can smell. Focus on 2 scents around you. 1 thing you can taste. Notice 1 taste in your mouth or find something small to taste. This simple exercise forces your prefrontal cortex to engage with sensory data, pulling your attention away from anxious thoughts and back into your body. 3. Embrace mindfulness and meditation. Cultivate awareness without judgment. Mindfulness is about paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It's not about emptying your mind, but observing your thoughts and feelings as they arise, acknowledging them, and letting them pass without getting caught up in them. Regular meditation practice can literally rewire your brain, strengthening the connections in your prefrontal cortex and reducing the reactivity of your amygdala. Start with short, guided meditations, even 5-10 minutes a day, available on countless apps and YouTube channels. Focus on your breath, body sensations, or sounds. Over time, you'll build a greater capacity to observe anxiety rather than being consumed by it. 4. Challenge your thoughts. Cognitive restructuring. Anxiety thrives on distorted thinking patterns. Often, anxious thoughts are not based in reality, but are catastrophic, absolute, or overly pessimistic. Cognitive restructuring involves identifying these unhelpful thoughts and challenging them. Ask yourself, is this thought 100% true? What's the evidence for this thought? What's the evidence against it? Is there an alternative way to look at this situation? What would I tell a friend who had this thought? Is this thought helping me or harming me? By actively questioning your anxious thoughts, you empower your prefrontal cortex to reassert control, creating a more balanced and realistic perspective. Journaling can be an excellent tool for this, allowing you to visually map out and challenge your thought patterns. 5. Progressive muscle relaxation. Release physical tension. Anxiety often manifests as chronic muscle tension. Progressive muscle relaxation involves systematically tensing and then relaxing different muscle groups in their body. Start with your feet. Tense them tightly for 5-10 seconds, then completely relax them, noticing the difference. Move up your body. Calves, thighs, glutes, abdomen, arms, hands, shoulders, neck, face. This practice not only helps you release physical tension, but also increases your body awareness, allowing you to recognize and release tension more readily in daily life. 6. Move your body. Physical activity as medicine. Exercise is a powerful antidote to anxiety. Physical activity releases endorphins, natural mood elevators, and helps to burn off excess adrenaline and cortisol. It also provides a healthy outlet for pent-up energy and frustration. You don't need to run a marathon. Even a brisk 30-minute walk several times a week can make a significant difference. Find an activity you enjoy, whether it's dancing, swimming, yoga, or cycling, and make it a consistent part of your self-care routine. 7. Prioritize sleep hygiene. Rest for a resilient mind. Sleep is not a luxury, it's a biological necessity, especially for mental health. Chronic sleep deprivation can significantly heighten anxiety levels and make your brain more reactive to stress. Establish a consistent sleep schedule even on weekends. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. Dim lights, avoid screens an hour before bed, take a warm bath, read a book. Ensure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool. Address any underlying sleep disorders if necessary. A well-rested brain is a more resilient brain.
8. Nourish your body. The gut-brain connection. What you eat profoundly impacts your brain chemistry and mood. Focus on a balanced diet rich in whole foods, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Limit processed foods, excessive sugar, and caffeine, as these can exacerbate anxiety symptoms. Stay well hydrated. Consider incorporating foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids like salmon, flax seeds, and probiotics like yogurt, kimchi that support gut health, as there's a strong connection between gut flora and brain function. 9. Limit information overload. Curate your input. In our hyper-connected world, we're constantly bombarded with news, social media, and digital stimuli. This constant input, especially negative news, can overwhelm your brain and fuel anxiety. Be mindful of your consumption. Set boundaries on social media use, choose reputable news sources, and schedule specific times for checking updates rather than constantly refreshing. Disconnect to reconnect with yourself and your inner peace. 10. Cultivate social connection. You are not alone. Humans are inherently social beings. Isolation can worsen anxiety. Nurture your relationships with friends, family, or support groups. Share your feelings with someone you trust. Simply talking about your anxiety can reduce its power and make you feel less alone. If face-to-face interaction is challenging, even a phone call or video chat can make a difference. Connection fosters a sense of belonging and provides valuable perspective and support. Set boundaries. Protect your energy. Learning to say no and establishing healthy boundaries in your personal and professional life is crucial for managing anxiety. Overcommitting, people-pleasing, and constantly striving to meet external expectations can lead to burnout and heightened stress. Prioritize your well-being. Understand that setting boundaries is an act of self-care, not selfishness. It allows you to conserve your mental and emotional energy, giving you more resources to cope with life's demands. Seek professional help when you need extra support. While these self-help strategies are incredibly powerful, there are times when anxiety can feel insurmountable, significantly impacting your daily life. If your anxiety is persistent, overwhelming, and interferes with your relationships, work, or overall functioning, please consider seeking professional help. Therapists, particularly those trained in cognitive behavioral therapy or acceptance and commitment therapy, can provide personalized strategies, coping skills, and a safe space to process your emotions. Medication, when prescribed by a qualified psychiatrist, can also be an effective tool in managing severe anxiety. Remember, seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. 13. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, cultivate self-compassion. Anxiety is not a moral failing or a sign of weakness. It's a complex human experience, often triggered by a combination of genetics, life experiences, and environmental factors. Treat yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and patience you would offer a dear friend. Avoid self-criticism and shame. Acknowledge your feelings, validate your struggles, and remind yourself that you are doing your best. Self-compassion builds resilience and fosters a healing environment within your own mind.
Understanding the intricate dance of your brain when anxiety strikes is a profound step towards reclaiming your inner peace. It's about recognizing that those overwhelming feelings aren't arbitrary. They are the result of specific neurological and chemical processes. But more importantly, it's about realizing that you have the power to influence these processes, to soothe your alarm system, and to strengthen your rational mind. The journey to managing anxiety is unique for everyone, and it's rarely linear. There will be good days and challenging days. The key is consistency and self-compassion. Implement these strategies gradually, experiment to find what works best for you, and be patient with yourself. Every small step you take towards understanding and calming your brain is a victory for your mental well-being. Remember, taking care of your mental health is just as important as taking care of your physical health. It's not a luxury, it's a fundamental necessity for a fulfilling life. If you found this video helpful and insightful, please give it a thumbs up to help us reach more people who might be struggling. And if you're committed to improving your mental well-being and want more content on coping strategies, destigmatization, self-care, resilience, and navigating emotional challenges, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our future uploads. Your support helps us continue creating valuable resources to empower you on your journey towards a calmer, more resilient life. Thank you for watching, and remember, your mind is powerful, and you have the strength within you to find your calm.